what's your policy on corruption?
Look, you have it right. I wouldn't say that is our core running ticket of anti-corruption, because once you have the fundamentals, we're running on the accountability ticket. Because once you get the right people in place that are merit-based, that have the godly moral fiber that we are looking for, then you are starting to kill corruption at its core. One of the fundamental issues that we have is that we've put people in power in strategic positions that have nothing to lose. For them, even the threat of an orange uniform is nothing to them. You and I have invested so much in ourselves, whether it's educationally, qualifications, our spiritual well-being, and we are accountable. First and foremost, I must be accountable to my God, to where I worship. There must be somebody who holds you accountable. Second, I'm accountable to my profession. I'm a member of a director of institute. I will not risk that. I belong to the engineering institute out of my profession as well. I will not risk that. I don't see politics as a be-all and end-all for me. I see it as an opportunity to come and add value and bring and contribute to where the nation is going. It's not because I was unemployed, I was sitting under a tree, they were toy-toying, I could gather some food parcels, bribe one or two people to vote for me, and here I am. No. I have a brighter future beyond this that I must safeguard and protect at all costs. Then I'm accountable to you who vote for me. I must make sure that I service you. But when you have people who have absolutely zero to lose, this is what you're going to get. Because corruption will become a second nature. They will not hesitate to steal, to destroy, not even to service the people that have voted in for them. That is the root of what we are talking about. Not only in the political sphere, but also in the public sector. What kind of people? The people issue for us is so fundamental, so fundamental. But of course, in terms of corruption, look, you cannot deny that it's rampant. We've got our public spend, it's about 800 billion, what we spend in public service and in many things that they do across education, health. And the research that we have from the Institute of Race Relations is that 30 to 40% of that, which is about 400 billion rand, it is wasted on corruption yearly. That is very, very significant, so you can't ignore it. We're not even talking state-owned entities corruption. We are talking the public departments. 400 billion, that goes to unaccounted for money, irregular expenditures, that goes for inflated prices, etc. So how do we cap that? There has to be a concerted effort, and you can't do it through a state capture forum. That's a public gallery. We have to have the means that we are putting in place as part of our policy of whistleblowing that needs to be rewarded. You, as you watch your employee being accountable, holding each other accountable, your fellow colleagues, we have to be watchers of one another. We have to reward honesty. We have to reward whistleblowing. We have to reward those that facilitate anti-corruption activities at the lowest level. Let's not deal with it there. It starts at the official level, because a politician will not be corrupt without the assistance of an official. That's just how it is. As a politician, I don't even handle budget, I don't handle money. How do I end up with money? How do I end up with inflated prices and corruption? I have to have enablers. And we must work on those enablers so that they become the whistleblowers for these ones that are on here, without being intimidated, without fear of being removed, because they are not going to be cadre deployees. They are going to be public servants with merit who will understand that this is their career, their future, and if they mess with it, they are going to jail.
Yeah. So My next to last question, BEE.
BEE is very important. It addresses transformation in our country, and that's at the heart of what we want to do. But the way BEE has been rolled out in this country has not facilitated transformation. That's where we have a problem with BEE. Some of us are products of BEE in terms of women, equity, opportunities that were opened for young people as well. And so we can't totally discard it, but we have to review it so that it does not only benefit you and I, who may know one or two people that we're connected to know. It must be able to translate to benefiting the community and the society at large. We have seen BEE creating intra-black inequality now, where black on black anger becomes more, because now the inequality has just quadrupled and it is growing, because BEE favors those that are able to get access to politicians. That cannot be. We want to review the BEE laws and the legislature so that they enable communities to benefit. Number two, they have been acting as a deterrent to some of the investors that are coming. Some of the key deterrents, which I'll name, has been BEE, because the charters that we have, especially in minings and all, ever changing. There's no peg to say, if I have complied with this, therefore I'm able to get my mining rights, etc. It's very frustrating. We need to deal with that. Labor laws, which also fall part of they contribute to the BEE as well, needs to be reviewed. How do they enable investors instead of deterring them? So for us, it's very important that we don't lose transformation. There's still a lot to be done. But BEE cannot be used to create interbreak for the very few. But also, in our implementation of this transformation, we've lost critical skills, especially in state-owned entities, because we've purged all the Afrikaners, we've purged the white people that were ensuring that we get skills transfer and are able to run some of these state-owned entities that we've inherited and departments. How do we address that? We have to bring them back. There are core skills that we need to get energy running, to get water sorted out, to get our ports sorted out. And we have to get those skills back. So we need to review how we implement this BEE and transformation. Very, very fundamental.
Okay. So before I go to the floor for questions, my last question is, the results have come in. You've won the election, day one in the seat of power. What happens?
Day one, we implement the 24-hour economy. We have to create jobs for our people. We must get the nation back at work. Day one, we must work to unify the nation. We've been divided long enough. It's about time that we rally together as a nation, create that patriotic spirit. And it's one of the key reasons that has affected our borders as well. We no longer have patriotic men and women who understand what it is to safeguard a nation. And once we create that patriotic spirit, we foster it. We won't have to worry about borders. We won't have to worry about crime, because the police are going to safeguard our children, our properties with understanding and with common values. And we're going to start on the denationalization of all state entities, because our number one agenda is to help corporates, to help SMMEs, to put people back at work, put food on the table of our people, money in their pocket. Let's get the economy working. Let's get our people productive. Let's get our economy competitive again. We must have a job-creating economy. That has to be fundamental for us. And that will be, within the 3 months in office, we would have achieved, if not 50% of what I'm talking about, because it's not difficult to do.